What's up, Vinyl Community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live as always from the Man Cave. Monday afternoon. Nice relaxing day before I start my job. My new job on Tuesday, as you guys would have seen a couple of videos ago. Very excited about it. Had today off, so I enjoyed it all day long. Went and got some breakfast this morning. Had a couple of cups of coffee. Spent some time with my wife. Took my daughter to school, which is nice. I know she appreciates it. Here shortly after I wrap up this video, I'm going to pick her up from school. So this is all stuff that I'm getting started on, but it was my first full day alone all to myself that I've had since, not the last job, but the last job, 2 jobs ago. But so it was nice, guys. I'm looking forward to more stuff like this. But anyway, you guys hopefully have seen part 1 of my 2021 recent finds. But as I told you guys in that video, I had 68 2021 grabs that I was yet to even have a chance to talk to you guys about. So, gave you 17 in the first video. I'm going to give you 17 in this video. I'm going to try to run through them as quickly as I can, especially the more common titles, even though you guys always know with me, I got the heat at the bottom, baby. Cheers to you guys on this Monday evening. Hope you guys all had a wonderful day at work, or if you didn't work today, then I hope you had a wonderful day doing whatever the hell you wanted to. Hopefully. First up, still living among us, still living legend, Ron Carter, anything goes. That's amazing stuff. Top 2 or 3 bassists that ever lived, in my opinion, Ron Carter. This is an album from the 70s, 1975 release, not to be slept on at all. Everything with Ron Carter's name on it is worth looking into, and this is no different. Wonderful stuff. Next up, Alto Summit, Lee Konitz, Pony Poindexter, Phil Woods, and Leo Wright. And it is just what it says it is. It's a display, if you will, in the greatness of alto saxophone. Next up, the Modern Jazz Quartet, Blues at Carnegie Hall. Mono pressing. Wonderful stuff. Gorgeous red and plum label. Mono pressing, rare for Atlantic gatefold, which is, again, very rare for them. Next up, it's one I had never even seen. You're used to seeing the great Jimmy Smith on either Blue Note or Verve. But here's Jimmy Smith on Sunset Records. Jimmy Smith plays the standards. Wonderful stuff. I've never heard this record before. Jimmy Smith has just got an infinite amount of albums, basically. Next up, Stan Getz, Voices. This is another one of those ones I showed you a couple in my last video that I'm pretty sure that I've already got a copy of, and this is one that I'm pretty sure I've already got another copy of, but I got it in a bulk haul. It's a great price. I'll take a look, see if I have it. If not, it'll get gifted. Next up, Cal Shaders, Concert by the Sea. Great stuff on Fantasy Records. Cal Shader Sextet, very much looking forward to it. Next up, New Dimensions, the American Jazz Ensemble. What was interesting for me is I've got a bunch of records on Epic. They usually have that yellow label. This is a radio station copy, so it's a promo copy. So I thought that was cool. I don't know if anybody else has an Epic promo pressing, but it's awesome stuff to me. Next up, you got That Feeling, Johnny Little Trio, Riverside. Got that green or teal, if you will, Riverside label. Excellent stuff, very happy to have it. Next up, Shirley Sounds, Shirley Scott on Prestige. I love basically everything Shirley was ever involved in, Blue Trident label. Great stuff on the album. Shirley on Hammond organ, as always. George DeVivier on bass, George Tucker on bass, Arthur Ashiel on sticks. Great album. Next up, Interpretations by the Stan Getz Quintet. Big, thick. So you got big, bulky, almost like a damn 78 RPM wax on this one, because the record is an original mono from 1954. It is thick as can be. I mean, it's almost like damn shellac. It's a great album. Next up, John Coltrane, Willing. That's John Coltrane with Paul Kennichet and Mal Waldron. Willing, great stuff. Compilation. You guys, please forgive me. My sinuses are bothering me today. I'm trying to soldier through, if you will. Next up, Jam Session. Clifford Brown, Maynard Ferguson, Clark Terry on the trumpet. Harold Land on tenor sax, Herb Geller on alto, Richie Powell, Junior Mance on piano, Peter Betts, George Morrow on bass, Max Roach on sticks, and Dina Washington on vocals. Guys, this is a smoker. On MRC. Wonderful stuff. Splat out, love that Blue MRC label. Just so many great moments on the record. It's a recent arrival for me. The cover of it's not in great section, but the vinyl looks great. Looking forward to cleaning it up really soon and really vibing out to it. Next up, I've told you guys before about how I feel about the legendary Booker Irvin. Booker Irvin, that's it. This is a promo copy, as you guys can see. Great stuff. The cover is not in the greatest condition I've ever seen in my life. Barnaby Records. Booker Irvin on tenor, Horace Parlin on piano, George Tucker on bass, and Al Harrowwood on the sticks. Guys, I'm looking very much forward to getting that cleaned up nice, spinning it. One that I'm getting ready to show you now is, oh my God, a smoker. I highly recommend every record collection have it, to be completely honest with you. Even if it's not a jazz collection, like, even if you're into rock and roll, I mean, you could still dig what I'm getting ready to show you. If you're into soul, you could dig what I'm getting ready to show you. This is just a wonderful, phenomenal album. Recent acquisition of mine, one of the last ones I snagged from a record store. Gary Bart's Juju Man. This is an original pressing on Catalyst. It's gorgeous, guys. This is a phenomenal, an absolutely phenomenal record. Got that gatefold. I got it from Revolver Records, Gastonia, North Carolina. You guys, if you're long-time followers or subscribers of my channel, you've heard me sing the praises of Revolver Records in Gastonia, North Carolina before. Guys, the album is an absolute smoker all the way through. If you like fusion, it's got you. They got you covered. The title track, Juju Man, pays homage in its own way. Not a direct copy, obviously, but it pays homage to a Love Supreme. You got Gary, parts and some vocals. Love Supreme. Got that. Got the second track. It's, oh my God, it's My Funny Valentine, but it's the Motown's Sarita. Smashes on the vocals. Oh my God, it's just a stunning vocal jazz piece. It is wonderful. You're going to want to listen to it again and again and again. And I'm somebody who's not even that crazy about vocal jazz, but man, it is a smoking, just a sultry, just a sexy, wonderful jazz track. And from there, I mean, you've got a little bit of hard bop, you got some more ballad type stuff. Whatever you like, basically, in terms of jazz or jazz fusion or soul jazz or vocal jazz, this album's got it for you guys. The great Gary Bart's Juju Man. I cannot recommend it enough. I got my copy for $50 at Strong VG Plus. That's usually round about the going rate. So Dylan at Noble Records, if you're watching this, you watch some of my videos, and if you're watching this, take that damn copy that you've had sitting behind your desk for like a year and a half that you decided to keep as a keeper. Finally put it on the table and listen to it, buddy. You're going to love it. And then if you don't, tell it to somebody. Win-win for you. But yeah, guys, Gary Bart's Juju Man. I recommend a lot of albums on this channel. I cannot recommend this album enough. It won't be long before I'm listening to it again. I'm here to promise you. And then next up, guys, is to close the channel. Excuse me, not to close the channel. To close the video. I've got 3 Coltrane upgrades. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Coltrane upgrades to my collection. It's, all albums that I've owned, but these are all upgrades. Very excited about them. Since we were just talking about vocal jazz a minute ago, it's my favorite vocal jazz album of all time. John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. Phenomenal stuff, guys. It is an original mono pressing. Splat out the orange and black. You guys already know how I wagon wheel. Because it's Impulse, you already know you got to get that. Got to get that gatefold. The copy that I had before this one was the green and like blue label from the 70s, and it was clean. It sounded great. It did me fine for a while until I had a chance to upgrade to the big dog again. Guys, if you're only going to own one vocal jazz record, I highly recommend it be this one. I mean, obviously, why not own more than one vocal jazz album? But if you only more than one, this would be a good one. It is an absolute stunning album. John Coltrane on tenor, McCoy Tyner on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and Elvin Jones drums. So you've got the great Coltrane quartet, and then you've got Sinatra-esque Johnny Hartman on the vocals. Slam dunking this one on home, guys. I gotta tell you, it is a smoker. Every collection needs it. Next up, another one that I listened to earlier today. John Coltrane Quartet Plays. The pressing that I had before this one was a 1997 like audiophile style type pressing that I scored at Lost and Found Records in Knoxville, Tennessee last year on my mountain trip with the fellas. And I had always told myself I'd upgrade from that one, obviously. But this is a very first mono pressing, and to do you one even better, not only is it a very first mono pressing, it's one of the very few, the suspense is killing even me, one of the very few white label promo original Impulse records I have in my collection. Splat out, guys. Original white label promo, mono pressing. Guys, this one sounds phenomenal. I've already had it on 2 or 3 times. Somebody asked me a decent question on Instagram earlier today about where I would rank it amongst Coltrane's work. To which I told him when I rank Coltrane's work, the way I usually do it is because everything before Impulse is so different from everything during Impulse. I usually rank his one category is pre-Impulse and the other category is Impulse. This is top 5 Impulse easy, all day long. If you enjoy a Love Supreme, you will enjoy this one. There's no doubt about it. It's a Love Supreme type quality, very similar feel, just a little less spiritual in my opinion. You don't get the same spiritual type vibe that you get from a Love Supreme, but other than that, the music is otherworldly. It's phenomenal. It's out of this world good. If you see it, you can't go wrong with this one, guys. It's a phenomenal album. And then to close, one more Coltrane upgrade for you guys, because I'm trying to do these deals 17 records at a time, and I figured I'd jam all my Coltrane upgrades in one video. So for the very last one, Coltrane, self-titled on Impulse, first mono pressing, splat out orange and black. Wonderful stuff I got off my boy Tread Lightly 365. This one and the John Coltrane Quartet Plays at the same time for one nice little deal on Instagram. Another, I'd say top 5 on Impulse. No splits, no seams, no problems. It is a phenomenal album. I could read the lineup off to you, but you guys already know who's on this damn thing. Coltrane, Jones, Garrison, Tyner. It is jazz royalty. This is a phenomenal album. Every collection should have it. It's another one that I've already had on a couple of times just since I acquired it. I highly recommend every collection, every jazz collection get it. It's phenomenal stuff. So, 17 more, 34 down so far, 30 more to go, so that means 2 more recent finds videos, and then I'll be all caught up for the year. Then I can hit you guys with everything I find from there, and hopefully start getting some more idea videos now with some of this extra time I'm going to be having working from the crib. So, once again, hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday evening. Everybody enjoy your night. Until next time, until next video. Keep dropping that evening, guys.